sorted.
The massive strides in AI that threaten to bedevil the 21st century. Rationality is not
Homeward
the answer
bound.
to every need. Further, if you choose to see, as Lewis implies, science as fascism and religion as democracy, then that conflict is more topical than ever now. It's
Been here about an hour
making
in this
that
car park.
For reason alone is
Usual
Why
milkshake,
contributing
couple of fags.
facts? It is
What's the
the
world
unknown
about?
that truly makes life worth living. In the second of 2 episodes of That Hidden Strength, I'll be looking at the context
People going
in which
about
it
the
was written.
business.
The wartime 1940s, when Lewis saw technology being exploited for appalling purposes. I'm John York. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Opening Lines, the first of 2 on That Hideous Strength by C.S. Lewis. The reader was Matthew Cravell. It was produced by Mark Rickards and is a peer production.
Oh, 3
of
o'clock.
BBC Radio 4. All the episodes so far are available on BBC Sounds, where you can also subscribe to the series. And we'll be hearing the opening part of our dramatisation of That Hideous Strength just after the news.
Last year, the post office scandal became headline news.
Hundreds of post office branch managers wrongly convicted because of a flawed IT system.
The public were outraged. Convictions were overturned, and some protesters had their say. But why are some victims still feeling frustrated?
Without open accountability, nothing will change.
I'm Nicholas, and I've been investigating this scandal for nearly 15 years. In a new programme, I'll share the inside story of this landmark year and examine why the injustice still continues for many. The Great Post Office Trial, this Tuesday night at 8.
Where did all that
on
money
Radio 4
go?
And BBC Sounds.
I'll tell you that part, do they?
BBC News at 3 o'clock. Hundreds of Palestinians have returned to northern Gaza after Israeli forces completed their withdrawal
Oh,
from
there's nothing left of northern
The
Gaza.
military corridor divides the territory into north and south areas.
Pile of rubble.
Israel's departure was part of the ceasefire agreement reached last month. Returning to their homes, these people described how they
Homes?
were feeling.
Who on the left?
We've been patient under the rockets and strikes. They've deprived us of food and water, but they haven't deprived us of air. We're still alive.
They're working on it.
Thank God, the road was good and the army have withdrawn and their martyrs' souls rest in peace. They're feeling good. There's safety. Thank God for safety.
Labour has confirmed that offensive messages sent by the sacked Health Minister Andrew Quinn are being investigated. The MP for Gorton and Denton in Manchester has apologised for derogatory remarks about voters and colleagues posted in a WhatsApp group, which was published in the Mail on Sunday. President Trump says he's spoken to his Russian counterpart, Vladimir Putin, about ending the war in Ukraine. The president refused to comment on this phone call. During his election campaign, Mr. Trump had promised to end the conflict in 24 hours. Lithuania's president says the electricity systems of his country and those of Latvia and Estonia have now been synchronized with the continent. Yesterday, justice was from Russian and Belarusian electricity grid and the breakdown of the Soviet. EU leaders say the shift removes the chance of Russia using energy for blackmail, something the Kremlin denies doing. The Tibetan spiritual leader, the Dalai Lama, has held prayers mourning the loss of his elder brother, Gyalo Tondo, a veteran leader of the exiled Tibetan people. He was 97. The ceremony was held at a monastery in southern India. And a rare edition of the first Harry Potter novel has sold at auction for more than £21,000. Experts identified it as one of the first 500 copies ever printed of Harry Potter and Philosopher's Stone because of a spelling mistake on the back. BBC News.
In 1945, C.S. Lewis wrote what he described as a modern fairy tale for grown-ups, warning of a world governed by technocrats. Now on Radio 4, Anika Rose and Joel McCormack star in That Hideous Strength, dramatised by Melissa Murray.
Wisdom.
Jane?
What the heck?
Sorry, did I wake you up? Go back to
What are you
sleep.
doing? It's 2 o'clock. Any reasonable person would be asleep at 2 in the morning.
Don't be so pompous, darling.
What are you doing by the window?
Oh, it was the worst nightmare I ever had. This man, they were forcing his head into this. I think it was a guillotine. Anyway,
Look, I'm not being... Tomorrow's a very important day for me, for the college. We have to face down the old fogies, and I need to be rested.
Mark,
Yeah? Yes, what?
Is she winding him up?
I know the nightmares are awful. What? I am sympathetic. In awful ways.
Sounds like a bunny boiler to me.
go back to sleep. I'm going to read a book in the sitting room. Really, sleep. I'm sorry.
I know I've said this before, but I really think you need to see someone.
That Hidden Strength by C.S. Lewis. Dramatized by Melissa Murray. Part 1.
With the majority,
I've worked hard to make sure we have. You've done your bit, of course. Shame that Hingist is proving difficult. He has the biggest reputation. The physicists can get that touch mystical. With that nonsense about Merlin being buried under Bragton Wood. Lord Feverstone is coming down from London and will address the meeting. He's a great supporter of the college, a man with more fingers in more pies. Friends with the PM. That should convince the waivers. He got you your job here last year.
Feverstone. I don't know the man.
Fluent, he called you. Perhaps not as original as some, but you had a persuasive writing style.
Bit of a mixed
That's my place.
You needn't make too much of it was actually buying Bragton Wood. Some people have the most ridiculous ideas about nice...
I wonder whose turn it is to that bush this year. It ain't going to be mine. I've been doing it the last 4 years.
Stands for a very bright future.
The lazy who's next door to me, he's going to be doing that.
There's all kinds
And I'm going to film him when he does it. I won't hold my breath though, knowing what I know about these types.
Think new forms of energy, a new age. And it's coming to us at Edgestowe University. One in the eye for Oxford.
Catch you later.
Absolutely.